4 different servers we deployed. We had an admin, we had a front end Vercel, back end render, and then we had 2 databases, a Solidity contract, Ethereum.
I'm thinking of the project like using the AI for such a small thing such as bill of materials. Who would have thought it? And making that making those and making the life of engineers way too smooth. That's like something we haven't even thought of. I think so. And maybe you have also created the, I think, blockchain. I think.
Yeah, so it was really great working with you because you have that engineering background, so you actually knew what the customer wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge fan of Steve Blank's customer discovery, so having somebody with actual pain points, that was really fantastic. And then your managerial skills and such were bar none. I mean, you made this happen for sure, and it was your vision. And then your back end, it's like top professional quality, and it's really inspiring to be working with you. And then what I was able to bring in to it is this 78287 ERC standard in Ethereum, which is just JSON, so it's even less opinionated than NFT, and as well as the X402 standard. And my interpretation of X402 standard is it's really just a webhook. So with that, we have a system where somebody or an agent, because humans or agents use aux addresses, logs on, and then it checks this the 7827, and if somebody's already paid, then they go through. If they haven't, then it also asks them to pay, and then they pay, and then updates the 7827, and they move in. So that's all automated. Web3 payment is notoriously very difficult. With this combination of X402 and 7827, I think we've actually solved it in this project, which is incredibly exciting.
And I guess Mark has just done an excellent job in doing the backend. I feel like doing the BOM thing for the backend and so quick with using so much APIs. I don't know, like it could have been any better if we didn't have Mark.
Yeah, no, thanks. I mean, and for me, the domain was completely new. I didn't really know anything about this space coming in. So it's great to have your actual insights of the process.
Yeah.
And so what we did there was build a back-end workflow system that allowed us to take in the BOM specification as well as like a project intake sheet with additional context, and then feed that through a series of domain experts, agents, using the Crew AI orchestration framework for agents, which provides some really good primitives for that. And we had an engineering agent that like has information about like which parts are compatible, what makes the most sense given the actual product that is trying to be built, and a backend knowledge database store that provides additional context there. A sourcing agent that was an expert about like the sourcers and the organizational experience with them over time, that we can kind of like refine and learn which sources work better for which parts and things like that. And a finance agent that can like look everything over and make sure that it makes sense. And then they all together provided their domain-specific inputs, and then I rolled up to a final decision agent, and then which would consider all of this and come up with a recommendation about which parts to purchase and follow-up actions and a very detailed rationale for why the decision was made, so that we can have that and we can audit it and we can justify our decisions.
I guess Jacob has done an excellent job in the front end side and just implementing all the back end, the blockchain technology, and all the ideas what I had as an engineer, the issues I had as an engineer. He just had the front end to be very smooth, very easy, user friendly, and I guess now the users, which I think would be the DIY project, and then later on would be in the industry standard, would be using our product. I feel so. So I guess cheers to this success.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks
All
everyone.
right,
And actually, if I can add one more thing about the front end real quick, just because it's technically important.
Sure.
For the wallets, when people sign the wallet, so the X402, I added in there a click wrap. So it's even better than a Web2 because it's actually cryptographically signed. So again, a nice little legal engineering milestone in the history of jurisprudence we did here. So I just wanted to
I guess
It
cheers
was.
with
Cheers.
the encryption as well.